Hallo und willkommen zu Lonestar. Wir spielen Star Trek Resurgence. Wir sind in diesem schönen Raum, müssen auf die andere Seite. Hoffen, dass wir nicht mit den Kabeln in Berührung kommen. Oder nicht nah genug, dass es einen Funkenüberschlag gibt. Ja, ich frage mich aber schon mal, hätte ich beim letzten Mal doch vielleicht Starfleet informieren sollen. Spock hatte das nicht gefallen. Aber ich hatte halt gedacht, vielleicht ist es besser, erst einmal mehr in Erfahrung zu bringen, bevor man sich an die Basis wendet. Und die schicken vielleicht noch mehrere Schiffe und dann sind die hier alle gefangen. Naja, war vielleicht die falsche Idee. Aber der Sinn sollte auf jeden Fall nicht sein, den Captain zu unterstützen. Der hat ja manchmal ein bisschen strange Ansichten, weil er nur nach sich selbst schaut. Das hatten wir eigentlich gar nicht vor. Jetzt müssen wir mit unserer Entscheidung leben. Ich schätze mal, da unten irgendwelche anderen Wege gehen. Das lohnt sich gar nicht, da wird es nichts geben. Oh. Ah, Mist. Wo ist er?
You! Federation, you made it.
Barely. There's a lot of collateral damage out here.
They backed us into a corner.
We did that to drive them out. Put some space between us and the enemy. They're here. Get down!
Duck!
I think they've given up on capture.
Duck and cover!
We'll never make it if we go back that way. You! Give me a hand with this! Go! Go!
Behind us!
Explosives! Objects with a star over them will explode when shot. Use this explosive object to take out multiple enemies at once. There is a small delay before the explosion triggers. Oh, er hat uns schon wieder getroffen. Weil wir einfach schlechte Schütze
Go,
sind.
Federation! You take the lead. We'll keep them busy.
Fall back! Hold them back! We can't let them reach the stairs!
Wiederholung. Habe ich gerade versagt. Müssen wir das Ganze nochmal machen. Diese Shooter-Sequenzen sind nicht die Stärken dieses Spiels. Und nicht von meinen Zielfähigkeiten hier.
Hold them back! We can't let them reach the stairs! can't let him reach the stairs!
You delay the inevitable.
Oh, wie oft ich das jetzt versucht habe.
No! No! You can't just run in there.
You must live to fight.
Oh, die gucken auch so böse, die Otari.
We let the enemy take them. Hadri and Private Turo.
They weren't the only ones. But if we hadn't, it would have been all of us. I'll have to live with that, and I'll answer for it when I die. It's not the Illidian way to leave one of our own behind. It's a sin to do so.
You did what you had to do. I know it. We all do.
And we knew it would come to this. Hadri knew. When we were in there, trapped, we agreed we had to live to fight. We said,
Ja, jetzt stimmt der Ton wieder. Irgendwas hat mit dem gerade nicht gestimmt. Hat irgendwie der Hall gefehlt.
Make our way to the bridge. They died so we could fight on.
The Takan don't want them dead.
They want to steal their bodies. And steal their minds.
The Takan knows everything the host knows.
That means they know our plan. They know we're heading to the bridge.
And better hurry. General quarters.
Tylus, you should be in sickbay.
I'll finish this.
I couldn't just lie there knowing the entire fate of Hotari hangs in the balance. How did it go? You look exhausted.
I'll be honest. It was a total disaster.
That can't be true. I heard a rumor that they'd made a deal, that the Illidians agreed to peace. After what we saw Sidron do to the diplomat in the mines, I could hardly believe there was hope, but then... Is that true?
I'm afraid the truth is far worse than that.
Ja, wir sollten wieder die Wahrheit sagen.
No. They're all Takan now. The Hotari, the Illidians. Everyone.
No. That can't be true.
I'm sorry.
Where will I go? I can't go back. I don't have a home anymore.
Hotari is not lost.
Everything I've ever known is gone.
Und you're safe with us können wir auch sagen.
You're always safe aboard this ship. And you're welcome to stay as long as you need.
Thank you.
Hotari is not lost wäre natürlich auch was gewesen, aber hätte er vielleicht besser gefallen.
Yellow alert.
Aber da haben wir...
Ja,
was hätten wir da sagen sollen jetzt? Da sehe ich noch keinen Weg hin, wie man die Hotari jetzt wieder zurückbringen soll. Da wollte ich mich nicht so weit aus dem Fenster lehnen.
Commander, good to have you back. You didn't opt for the ocular implants.
Maybe someday. The visor was the best the doc could do on short notice.
We've got an Illidian ship, the Veskar, rapidly bearing down on our position.
Or what was the Veskar. Now I'm not so sure.
Shields up
on the view screen.
600 kilometers in closing. Still coming straight for us.
Lauter Kristalle außen drauf. Red Alert!
Commander?
Should we put our shields up? Just as a precautionary measure.
I'd like to avoid escalating this any more than we have to. Whatever the hell this is.
400 kilometers in closing.
Shields up. Ready phasers.
Shields up. Phasers ready. Incoming.
Lock phasers and open fire.
Heavy damage. But deflectors still at full power?
That bypassed our shields entirely.
That's impossible. God damn it, return fire. Everything we've got. Right, Egg. Modulate the shield frequencies. See if we can get us any cover.
Oh.
Commander,
mal weg hier.
Just keep firing.
Shields still have no effect.
That doesn't make sense.
I'll try another. There!
We've got incoming! How do they keep matching our shield frequency?
They couldn't. Unless... They've compromised our shield algorithms. They can bypass our shields at will.
What?
Captain!
He's out cold.
Why'd they stop?
Damage report.
Running on emergency power. Major hull damage on decks 4 through 7. Warp core is stable and intact.
We're completely vulnerable.
Commander, we're being held by the Veskar. It's Galvin.
Oh, die wollen sicher an Bord kommen. Ohne uns.
On screen.
Ist eins der möglichen Enden, dass wir uns in die Luft sprengen? Oder im Weltall, kann man davon überhaupt reden? Ne?
Where's your captain? Not dead, I hope. At least, not yet.
You're dealing with me. Is that a problem?
One inferior life form is as good as another. I have to give you credit, Commander. You survived longer than I thought you would. But make no mistake, your shields are useless, your weapons ineffective, and there's nothing you can do. I could destroy you at any moment. But I'd rather hear your pleas for mercy first. Your existence is entirely in my hands, and I'm not in a forgiving mood.
We are at your mercy? Ah, komm. Go ahead.
If you want to destroy us, then I invite you to do your worst. We'd rather die with honor than beg for your mercy.
You may just get your wish. I've been thinking about what you said, Commander. That the Federation would stop me no matter what. Your performance in this encounter has not supported that claim.
The Veskar's weapons are powering up.
Tell your Federation the Tkon are as merciful as they are powerful. That you were fortunate to escape with your lives.
This isn't over.
I assure you, we've only just begun.
Ja, der mag uns jetzt gar nicht, aber damit kann ich leben.
Can you track their warp signature?
Nothing.
Ja, diese Tonaussetzer sind echt störend.
Just like before.
Notify Ambassador Spock. I want everyone in the briefing room to discuss our options.
What's the status of the repairs?
Hull breach should be patched up in a matter of hours. Impulse power is at 67%. Should be fully restored soon.
Still no luck tracking Galvin's warp signature. They've all but disappeared.
Keep trying. Finding that son of a bitch is the best shot we've got.
Commander Rydick, you had the Khan after the ship was attacked. What is your assessment, given our current situation and the losses we have suffered?
Reinforcements wird uns auch nicht finden.
It would appear we are severely outmatched.
In that case, we might have an option. Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. If anyone could find Galvin, it would be him.
That's assuming he's willing to help us.
True, but there's only one way to find out.
Wouldn't we need to secure authorization from the Federation Council to contact him?
Ach, das interessiert mich jetzt.
The Federation outpost is Andoria. I can travel there by shuttle and inform them personally of the threat from the Takan. Meanwhile, the Resolute can travel to the Delphi Ardu system in search of Portal 6-3.
I still have my doubts.
I do not. Captain William T. Riker has first-hand experience with the area and with Portal 6-3. His guidance will prove invaluable and should alleviate your concerns.
Delphi Ardu 4 is a restricted zone for good reason. For all we know, we could be walking into a trap. Not to mention the high likelihood Portal 6-3's allegiance will be with the Takan. It's just too much of a risk. A waste of time. Time we can't afford to lose.
Right now, we have no way of knowing where those two Elydian ships are, or where they're going. Another Taconian might be able to at least point us in the right direction.
Or we're the ones pointing him right toward his fellow Takan, making the problem worse.
Ach, viel schlimmer kann's kaum
I am
werden.
inclined to agree with Commander Rydick. Her logic is sound. This portal may have knowledge that proves to be invaluable, including information on the nature of the Cartabula. We must act on the facts at hand.
Then we'll give it our best.
I'll arrange a meeting with Captain Riker.
Captain Riker? Werden wir den auch noch treffen? Das wäre cool,
They
ne?
need to understand the magnitude of the situation. I can leave for Andoria immediately. I wish you luck finding Portal 6-3. The very future of the Federation may rest in your hands.
Und er ist natürlich nicht mehr ein Bot, was natürlich auch ein Vorteil ist, ne? Spock. Alter Schlingel.
It takes a minimum of 8 crew on the bridge to run the ship. So we can expect at least that many hostiles.
If they bioformed Hadri, they know we're coming.
Which means everyone needs to be ready for... Take cover!
Now what? We need that door sealed.
We can handle that. Where do you need us?
There's an access panel there. You should be able to patch into the local systems. We'll be shot getting there. I'll cover you. On my signal.
Okay.
Now!
Damn!
Looking for the bridge doors. Wait, what's this?
Got something?
Gravity. If I invert the artificial gravity inside the bridge, that'll throw anyone on the bridge right up into the ceiling.
He'll never see it coming.
Itasca, get ready to charge.
Charge?
There's some gravity polarity. Now!
Amazing.
Ja, jetzt, los!
How do we get them down?
Einsperren! Handschellen anlegen! Wer weiß, was sie alles können.
What are we gonna do with them?
We don't have time to take prisoners.
So you're just gonna shoot him?
I haven't decided yet.
That's not just up to you.
I'm the ranking officer.
And we're not in your army.
It may not be convenient, but we don't kill enemies who've surrendered.
Keeping prisoners is a luxury we don't have.
Außerdem kann man sie vielleicht nochmal wieder zurückbringen.
You're an engineer, not a soldier. This is clearly my territory.
You think you have enemy
Das ist sein
combatants
Schiff,
here? This is a hostage situation. Each one of them has an innocent life inside. I'll keep watch on them.
As will I. We can't let our guard down around the enemy.
Petty Officer Diaz and I will figure out how to stop the ship.
Let's hurry. The rest of the Takan could show up any minute. Crystals. They're all over this place. Where's the captain?
Captain Ostego did not survive the atmosphere poisoning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He died defending the Empire. That's how he'd want it.
Naja, wenigstens etwas. Eieiei.
Look here. It's navigational data.
We saw that already. Headed to the edge of the galaxy.
It's only a display. We couldn't use it to change course or alter speed.
Huh.
Careful where you point that thing.
It's not active. I can't see any way this would work as a weapon. It's dead.
Out of ammo?
Not sure.
Ja, oder wird nur von den Takan irgendwie akzeptiert?
Everything under control?
Yes. These Takan haven't made a move. Yet.
And what you're doing is working.
There's plenty more I can do. But it doesn't have to be that way. As long as they behave.
Ja. Ich hoffe, die machen keinen Blödsinn.
Any trouble?
Don't worry about me. Worry about Stretch over there.
Why?
He's looking for any excuse to vaporize the prisoners. But I'll make sure he doesn't. Even if they're the enemy, it's not right.
I'm here if you need a hand.
Just hurry up and figure out this bridge. That's the best way to help.
Ja, weil wir haben jetzt wirklich nichts. Ja?
It's the Takan language.
From what I can tell, the ship's systems are actively responding to input.
Which is the opposite of how most bridges work. They usually send commands, not receive them.
It's from an intrusive program. This control station won't do us any good.
There are two interfaces on top of each other.
This is not Lydian programming.
Okay, was können wir uns noch anschauen? Geht uns hier langsam alles aus. Da drüben haben wir noch was.
Gotta figure this out before we get wherever we're going. If the Resolute can't catch up to us, we're in a whole different kind of trouble.
Ja, bei den anderen könnte auch irgendeiner mal helfen hier.
Crystals are Takan technology. They seem to be active, just like the rest of their tech. Tetrametric pulses.
Tetrametric?
It's the energy signature of Takan technology. Everything they make gives off this type of radiation.
They're blocking the inputs. It's not responding at all. Everything I try, it just ignores me.
So how do the Takan use this tech?
It's beyond me. What have they done to this bridge?
Consoles running themselves, some clogged up with crystals that are sending off tetrametric pulses.
But none of this is sending signals outward. It's receiving.
Ja, irgendeiner sendet.
From somewhere else.
That should be impossible. But it explains why there's less than a full bridge crew. If they aren't flying the ship from the bridge, where are they controlling it from?
Draconian crystal growth infesting Illidian technology. The growth has disabled normal use of this console. The growth is receiving signals from another location.
Drive manifold is spiking way over nominal levels.
Very dangerous.
Even at 100% output, the warp cores wouldn't push this much plasma to the drive section.
That much reactor output would drive us past the theoretical top speed of this ship. So how fast are we actually going?
Too fast.
This console looks unaffected. Less than an hour.
We can't let that happen.
Hold on, it would take days to go this distance with our fastest ship. We're traveling at a warp factor many times greater than this ship should even be capable of. Even with the engines pushed as hard as they are, they wouldn't produce this speed.
Whether it's these crystals, or the power from the Cartabula, the Takana found a way to increase the engine output and top speed. We have to find a way to hit the brakes before we outrun anyone who could help us.
We stop it, so they can't get this ship where they're going, and enact the next phase of their plan. That is, if they don't destroy us all first. I would have thought this ship would disintegrate going this speed. But somehow, that hasn't happened yet.
That's just two sides of the same coin.
It's what?
Either way, we both want to stop the Xeldi.
Ah, yes. And we will find a way to do it.
I hate to think what the Cartabula could do if it was plugged into something it was meant to power.
Ja, weitergekommen sind wir bisher nicht, ja?
Got some answers.
I don't like what they tell us, though.
Im
If we can
Motor
learn
ausmachen.
nothing else, then what's left is to make
Handbremse
these
ziehen.
Takan talk. And if they don't, we'll dispose of them.
Hey, that's not how we do this.
That is enough from you. I thought that thing was useless.
It was. No power. Until he touched it.
Ja, kann mit dem vielleicht an die Konsole bringen.
Weapons must be biocoded.
Our technology will only work for one of our kind.
I can assure you, this weapon works just fine for me.
Slow down, Arminta.
You can't control the ship with a disruptor.
But I can use it to control you.
Ah!
Ja, wir wollen es noch nicht übertreiben. Wir brauchen ihn vielleicht noch. Auch wenn er ein Ohrfeigengesicht hat. Ja, bevor es hier weitergeht mit Number One, wie haben wir uns denn mit den anderen geschlagen? Captain Solano could see the reasoning behind Jara's rational approach to traveling to Delphi Ardu 4, despite his concerns they might be walking into a trap. Ambassador Spock valued Jara's honest assessment of the situation after the Resolute was attacked by the Vesca. Tyler was devastated to hear the disturbing news from Otari, but took solace in Jara's words of reassurance. Galvan was irritated by Jara's continued defiance when the Vesca had the Resolute at its mercy. Lieutenant Itasca was thankful for Kata's empathy and understanding when she shared her guilt over the fellow soldiers they couldn't save aboard Xeldi. Und bevor es jetzt weitergeht, würde ich sagen, machen wir an dieser Stelle lieber erstmal ein kleines Päuschen. Und ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal.